Hey, what up, everybody? This is J. Tom Gunter, owner of Grapes and Sand Publishing. As you can see, there's wine in my glass. Welcome to another episode of Wine Wednesday, in which I. Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wine Wednesday. This is the last Wine Wednesday of the year, so I decided to do something a little special today. We are doing two wines, so we're going to get right into this. I'm not going to take any time. We're going to get right into this today. Today, we are talking about. Well, first of all, before I get into this, I do got to do this. This has been a trying year, and I want to thank everybody who's been rocking with me this year. That have been loyal, staying in the comments, answering my question of the day. I appreciate you guys, and also the brand new people who are brand new to my channel. This may be your first episode. I hope to engage with you in our comments, and hope you DM me any wine questions. I'm here for your wine questions, and yeah, man, thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and let's toast to a new year. With that being said, let's get into the wine. We are in Italy today. We're talking about two of my favorite grapes, and if you know me, you know one of those grapes. The other one I don't really get a chance to put on here too often, but it is. If you know me outside of this, you know this is one of my favorite grapes. We're talking about northern and southern Italy, and we're going to start off with southern Italy. We're in Sicily, out of Mount Etna. We're talking about Nerello Mascalese, and this is the Torre Mora Scalunera. And let me show you this real quick. It's mostly Nerello Mascalese, but this also has a little Nerello Carpuccio too. So that's the label. The reason I wanted to do this is because, again, I love Italy, and I wanted to try to do something that was kind of putting these grapes not against each other, but side by side, because they have some similar elements within both these grapes as far as flavor profile. Not structure-wise, but flavor profile, they have some similarities. So I kind of splurged a little bit and got a little bit more expensive wines this time because this is the last episode, and I got two of them. So let's get right into it. On the nose, so we're talking about a little bit of a cranberry note going on here. There's also like a little bit of kind of a mossy thing, like a green moss thing going on here. There's also a little bit of a wet tree bark, tilled earth, like wet tilled earth. A bit of rose petal going on here too. Like dirty roses though, dirty flowers. Also a little bit of like wild raspberry too here. I'm also catching like a little bit of a licorice note here and red currant. And there's also like a secondary kind of like a eucalyptus thing going on. Let's see what's going on the palate. It's simply delicious. 2016. So this is beautifully developed fruit all the way throughout the palate. You're getting some of that raspberry, and you get more of the cranberry on the finish, but you catch it up front too. It starts off with a little bit more of the raspberry thing I was talking about. There is this kind of herbal, earthy thing going on in the mid palate that they're kind of duking it out to let you know what's the more dominant flavor. Kind of that definitely like a little bit of like an earthy earthy and a little bit of herbal thing going on here, green herbal thing going on here. And there isn't in the third quarter, you do get a little bit of that eucalyptus thing that kicks in too, and it stays to the finish. It's really interesting wine. Highly recommend this wine. This is deep, man. This is really, really good juice. You guys need to be drinking more Nerello Mascalese. I'm sorry. Also, Nerello Cappuccio, I love that too, but Nerello Mascalese is my baby. I love that wine. I love that grape, and you guys need to be trying that more often. Definitely go check this out when you get a chance. Very elegant. Oh, thing that separates this wine, and I already know what's going to happen with the Nebbiolo that I'm going to pull up right now, is structure. So you may get like medium plus acid in like a blend like this out of Sicily, medium to medium plus, and then also the tannin structures tend to not be so heavy. It still ends dry, but the tannin structure tends to be a little bit more of a medium to medium plus at the like the more ageable ones. But this one is, I would say, tannin is medium. Acid is medium plus. Yeah. Thing with Barolo though, it's always a little bit more. It has not. It's always like naturally higher acid red grape and also naturally higher tannin red grape. So let's get right into that one. So I forgot to get a dump bucket or dump glass, so this is what I'm using today. Just go ahead and put some of this in here and swirl it around to try to get the last flavor out, because I'm using the same glass for both. Dump that out. All right, so let's get into this. Now we're in again. Now you guys know I love this grape. I've done quite a bit of Nebbiolos on this vlog. So this one is very special. It's 2012, so it has some age on it. It's about almost 10 years old as of next week. This is a Barolo. We're talking about the Bareri Rovati 2012 Reserva out of Barolo. So you guys can see that. And let's get right into it. Oh, it's already kicking out the glass. I love it. Again, Nebbiolo tends to be naturally more of a, especially out of Barolo and Barbaresco, tend to be naturally a higher acid grape, along with higher tannin grape. So let's see the difference here, and let's get into what this wine is all about. On the nose. So this one is dominant raspberry. There's raspberry jumping out of the glass at me. Some red currant. There's also like a cinnamon spice, but like that real like kind of raw cinnamon, like the purest type of cinnamon you could think of. I'm catching on the nose here. There's also like an old leather smell, like an old leather mint going on here too. There's something like meat, like there's some kind of like a meat, like a venison thing jumping out at me right here. There's also rose petal here. And a little bit of old tobacco. Let's go ahead and taste it and see what's going on the palate. This is seamless on the palate, man. This is seamless on the palate. This is beautiful wine. Again, let's go with structure first. Tannins are medium plus to high. It's a builder. It's there, though. Acid is medium plus. The way the fruit transitions to like the kind of herbal, earthy thing that goes on in the mid palate to the finish is beautiful. Like, there's no like fixtures. There's no like change of like flavor profile. It just melds right into that second flavor profile really well in the mid palate to the finish. The finish is extremely long. I am in love with this bottle of wine. Like, really, this is really, really good juice. And this was not even expensive, which is crazy. I got this for $20 at my local Trader Joe's, which tends to have like really good wines every once in a while. I just randomly went in there and tried this, and I was like, yo, I want to check this out on camera. This is outstanding. This is full-bodied wine. This is not a medium body Barolo by any sense. It's there, but it's well balanced. I love this wine. Oh man, like there's like this cranberry thing that's coming out now. That's kind of like elevating the mid palate even more. Mid palate is kicking. This is not playing around at all. I highly recommend this wine. If you have this at your local Trader Joe's, go grab a bottle. Go grab a case. This is a good wine. Highly recommend. Other than that, guys, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me all this time throughout this year. And we're going to do more. We got a lot more planned for next year. So much more planned for next year. So many publishing of books and collaborations and things going. So any wine questions, hit me up. And guys, again, Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next year. The only thing that I'll be seeing before next year is I do have a wine still of the week coming at the end of the week on Friday. So be prepared for that. That'll be my last episode for the year for that on Christmas Eve, on New Year's Eve. So you guys have a wonderful day. I hope this was the perfect episode to get you through the week, and cheers. I totally forgot, guys. Question of the day. What are your 2022 aspirations? Whether it's family, whether it's business, whether it's love. I would love to know more about you guys. So, yeah, put that in the comments. Cheers.